Hey friends, it's Elizabeth here from the Everyday Storyteller, and I am back with yet another color swatching session. All right, so this particular ink haul is from Vanness. I ordered a bunch of different inks from them. I love that they have the 4 milliliter bottles, which is a little bit bigger than the 2 milliliters that I was trying out from Goulet. And they had a lot of the colors that I wanted to try out. So as you can see, I have a bunch of different manufacturers all in a row. So we're gonna go by manufacturer, starting with Ferris wheel press, because y'all know that's my favorite. This is Storied Blue. I saw this on one of Simone's videos. She is my fountain pen fairy godmother. I love every video that she puts out, and she kind of recommended this one during one of her ink swatches, and I thought I would try it out for myself. So from what I can see, Storied Blue does not have any shimmer, but from what I remember of Simone's swatch, it was very, very gorgeous, even though it did not have any shimmer. So I'm going to start out with this one. Ooh, yes. This is kind of like the blue version of Lady Rose, I feel like. It's a very dusky blue. Definitely seeing some green tints to that, but it's a really, really pretty dusky blue. Right, so my next Ferris wheel press acquisition is Land of Shangri-La. This is, I believe, both a shimmering and a shading ink. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of a shake. Wow, that's really pretty actually. So it definitely looks a little bit more green on camera. It's definitely reading a little bit more brownish coppery-ish in real life. So this is not a color that I would normally gravitate towards, but I've been wanting to try out some really out there inks, and this seemed like a good start. That's what it looks like in the light, which is actually really pretty. I can't wait to see what this looks like in a pen, because I feel like maybe it would give a little bit more in a pen than it is in a swatch. But that is Ferris wheel press Land of Shangri-La. And that is it for my Ferris wheel press samples this time. I decided to kind of diversify my samples. All right, so next up we have the Colorverse Project 001 Shiny Black. This is obviously black, and it is supposed to have a silver shimmer. So I'm just gonna give it a slight shake. Yeah, so that kind of has like a purpley sheen to it. I feel like it has a purpley sheen to it. All right, so this is what the shiny black looks like once it's dried. I'm gonna take this away right here. As you can see, you definitely see that silver shimmer. It does kind of remind me of the Ferris wheel press Atlas Iron Ore. But it is different, so I feel like it's not as concentrated of a black. So I would say this is giving me like Starry Night vibes. It has a little bit of a purplish gray shading to it, I feel like, in some places. And it's really, really pretty. So that is the Colorverse 001 in Shiny Black. All right, so this is Colorverse Project 09 Abu, which I believe is based off of a painting of some sort. It's not the full name. It's either a painting or a star. Might be a star. But it's not the full name, but this is like the little nickname that they have for it. So they named the ink color after it. Which is kind of cool. It's supposed to be a baby pink. It doesn't have any shimmer. So we will see what that looks like. Ooh, It is definitely really pretty. All right, so this is what the Colorverse 009 Abu looks like. This is a really pretty pink color with lots of obviously red elements to it as well. So this is my last Colorverse sample. This is Colorverse 80, which is Brunch Date. This is a brown pink color, which doesn't sound the greatest when you say it, but I feel like this is gonna be a really pretty color. I believe I saw a swatch of this from Simone as well, and I really, really loved it, so I wanted to try it out myself. So, I'm gonna put my sample at the bottom of my page because I feel like, oh, I think I might have gotten water in there. Oh yeah, that is really pretty. It's definitely a brown pink, but weirdly, that's actually really, really pretty. So that is what it looks like in my ink swatch book. I'm also swatching these on my Jet Pens Tomoe River paper, and this is what that ink color looks like on here. It somehow dried a little bit better on this page, so I wanted to make sure that I gave you kind of a better look or a different look at what that looks like. So I would definitely say a brownish pink, and it actually looks really pretty. I think I'm going to probably put this in one of my pens, if not this month, definitely next month. All right, so the next ink is Jacques Herbin 1670 Emerald de Chivor, which is supposed to be a green, emerald green color, hence the name. And this one has gold shimmer. So I already shook this a little bit, but I didn't see a ton of gold shimmer in my sample, but we'll see how it looks like when I actually make a swatch. Wow, that is blue. I'm not sure if it dries a different color, but that was not what I was expecting at all. This is a very like aqua blue color, and I definitely was expecting a little bit more of an emerald color, hence, you know, the name of the ink, but maybe it gets a little bit darker as it dries, so we'll set that aside. All right, so this is what the Emerald de Chivor ended up looking like. I'm a little bit disappointed because I really was expecting more of a green color. I can tell that there's some green right here where there was like a double coat, and there is that really pretty gold shimmer, but oh my gosh, like this is teal. Like this is definitely teal. Emerald is not, no. This is teal. I feel like this should have been called like topaz or something, but definitely not emerald. I do like the darker, it almost looks like a reddish black shade around it. So it's not a total loss, but I really was hoping for green. The sample that was shown online was definitely a lot more green than this. And even the description was like, this is a deep green ink, and this is not a deep green ink. This is a deep blue. This looks like the ocean. Granted, it looks like an ocean that like you can see through to the depths of the ocean, and it has a lot of really pretty shades of blue in the ocean. But this is blue. Yeah, this is blue. So, Emerald de Chivor. Nah. All right, so the next one is Robert Oster Cherry Blossom. Of course, this is pink. It's supposed to be a blushy pink with plenty of shading, no shimmer, but I do love a shading ink. So let's try this one. I find that I usually really like the Robert Oster inks, so I'm hoping that that will be true for this one as well. Wow, yeah, so that's like a really pretty dark pink with kind of a purple shade to it. All right, so this is what Robert Oster Cherry Blossom looks like when it's dry. It's a really, the base is very dusty pink, and then it has a lot of what I would say is like a maroon shading. I'm not sure why I'm doing this because it doesn't shimmer. And then it also has some darker maroon slash black around the edges when it dries. If I pull over my Midori paper, you can tell that it definitely is a deep pink, and then this looks a little bit more red, and it has that really pretty black halo around it. So that is Cherry Blossom. As you can see, definitely bleeds through. So we have one more Robert Oster. This is one that I'm really excited about. So this is the Robert Oster Shake and Shimmer Hickory Aflame. This is a Vanness exclusive, and one of the main reasons why I chose to purchase samples from Vanness, because I wanted to get this one. This is a brown with a copper orangey shimmer, and if I turn it around, you can definitely see that shimmer. I love when you can see the shimmer at the bottom. So I'm gonna give this a shake, and then we're gonna try out a sample. All right, so we have none at the bottom, which ideally means that it is all throughout the ink. Wow, that's pretty. Definitely going to find a place for this. All right, you guys. I'm zooming you in. All right, this is gorgeous. I believe that all of these inks, even though some of them were a little bit of a disappointment, were worth it because I got to get this one and it is gorgeous. So this is the Robert Oster Vanness exclusive Hickory Aflame. I would say that it is a medium. I don't know why I'm showing it on the Midori paper first, because I told you I was swatching it in Tomoe River paper. But look at this shimmer, you guys. This is gorgeous. All right, let's look at it on the Tomoe River paper. So still kind of a, what I would call probably a rusty brown color, and it has a beautiful gold shimmer and some shading of darker like mahogany brown. And then you also have the black where the ink pooled. It is chef's kiss. This is going into one of my pens this month, and I may actually buy a bottle of this because I love it that much. So definitely my favorite so far. We only have one left, so I kind of saved my best for last, I feel like. So this is the Hickory Aflame. Let's swatch our last one. All right, so the last ink that I have to swatch is called the Wearingeul, a Star Spattered Hill Shimmer ink. This has gold shimmer, which you can see very well. It has a lot of gold shimmer. So we're gonna swatch that right now. Ooh, doesn't that look like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? All right, so this one is not quite dry, but I am losing my light here. So this is the Wearingeul, a Star Spattered Hill. I think I might have said a Star Spattered Sky because that's what makes sense in my brain, but it's a Star Spattered Hill. And this is a really pretty golden yellow with some gold shimmer, which you're just starting to be able to see as it dries. And I would say some brown highlights. We'll look at it over here where it has dried over on the Midori paper. Definitely really pretty yellow, really gorgeous shimmer. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by this one up here, but this one also has a really pretty gold shimmer. And then just because this one has already pretty much dried, I'm going to show you this one. Yeah, so that's a really pretty color as well. I hope it looks as good in a fountain pen as it does in a swatch. I've noticed that sometimes these fountain pen inks don't show all of their properties in the inks or in the fountain pens that I have, because I have almost all extra fine nibs, but I'm hoping that these two especially will be just as pretty in my fountain pens as they are in swatches. So that is this video complete. This is my haul from Vanness. Thanks so much for following along with me. Let me know if you enjoy these types of videos. I will probably keep doing them anyway, but just in case, if you have any suggestions or anything for how you would like to see them, definitely leave me a comment down below, and I hope you have a wonderfully amazing day. See ya!